Hi, my name's Emily Jalufka, and today I'm going to be talking about why mental health classes should be made mandatory in schools. Suicide is the third leading cause of death in ages 15 to 24, which that's extremely high considering these people are so young. This is the main reason why mental health classes should be made mandatory in schools, like, for example, junior high, high school, college especially, since people usually struggle with their mental health a lot in college. If young children and adults were more educated on mental illnesses and the signs that come with them, and if we spread more awareness on bullying in schools, not just elementary schools and junior high, but high school especially, then the suicide rates would go down by a lot. Mental health problems usually start during teenage years and develop into something bigger as time goes on. I know a lot of my family and friends, my sister mainly, really started developing mental health problems around junior high, and especially in high school it got a lot worse, and that's usually when mental health issues grow and begin to develop. And it was proven by the Brain Force Center in 2018 that 75% of people by age 24 are struggling with depression, anxiety, or an eating disorder, for example. Also, schools are usually the root of the issue, like, for example, bullying or just the teachers not being able to talk about it in the proper way. So, therefore, they should spread more awareness on bullying, and they should educate their teachers more. In fact, bullying children, or children that experience bullying, are at a greater risk for depression, which was researched by the Houston Behavioral Healthcare Hospital in 2017. Bullying is very outdated, and in my opinion, it's just extremely childish, especially for people 15 to 24. If we're still, picking on people, calling people names because of, say the clothes they wear or how they look, it's just extremely immature. And when you turn 15, it's usually the age you should start not thinking about those things and shouldn't be so, materialistic or just viewing people as different, which is a big issue in the world today. And finally, educating teachers on how to spot the signs of a mental illness can go an extremely long way. I know my English teacher my junior year was really good at helping his students with, if he spotted someone who was suddenly very quiet out of nowhere, he would pull them aside and ask them how they're doing. And my tennis coach especially, she was a little therapist for our tennis team. And she actually took a course in college about psychology and about how mental health is a big issue. Which wasn't the name of the course, it's just mental health is a really big issue. And according to Child Trends in 2019, 85% of teachers expressed the need for further mental health education. And since young adults spend most of their time in school, then educating their teachers could greatly impact their lives. Educating teachers and students and just stopping bullying altogether could greatly impact the rate of suicide by decreasing it, which would be an amazing thing to do. So, in order for this to happen, we need to push for mental health classes to be mandatory for the youth and young adults today by spreading awareness on the subject. If that would happen, then the rate of suicide would greatly decrease, which would be amazing, especially in America where suicide rates are extremely high for young adults, especially ages 15 to 24, which is, when you think about it, extremely young to be even thinking about that. But it's normal, and we need to normalize it more, and therefore if we speak about it and fight for it to be talked about more in school, then therefore we can have more mental health classes, not just in college, but hopefully starting freshman year of high school, which is when things start to get tougher and things start to change more. And students' lives, usually drastically change. Not for everyone, but for most people. And bullying really needs to be, cut at the source. Bullying usually starts at home, and parents need to educate their kids more on the different kids and how different things come about, and not just, picking on someone because of something they can't control. So it starts at home, so we need to cut that too. And so if we do all of those things, then hopefully mental health can be talked about more, and therefore suicide rates will go down.